In this video, we're going to do a quick review of our order of operations. You may also remember this as PEMDAS, or Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. Remember what you're going to do when you approach any arithmetic problem. You're going to do first your parentheses, then your exponents, then multiplication and division. Remember that goes left to right, and then addition and subtraction. So taking a look at our two examples here, and this first one, very simple. The division comes first, then the addition. This one's a little bit more complicated because we've got more going on. So first I'm going to do inside my parentheses. Then I'm going to do my exponents. Then I'm going to do the two sets of multiplication. Then I'll do my addition as I go across. So again, it's going to be any of your parentheses, which includes brackets and braces, also includes top bottom of your fraction or absolute value. You're going to then do your exponents, which includes your radicals, your square roots, cubed roots, etc. Then multiplication and division, as you see it from left to right, and addition and subtraction, as you see it from left to right. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 4 square. We're going to do number 1 and 2. So at this point, you should start writing, and I'm going to start with number 1. So again, I'm going to start inside my parentheses. So that's my first step, inside my parentheses. So inside my parentheses, I've got 10 minus 4 times 2. Inside my parentheses, I'm going to do my multiplication first, bringing everything else down. Then I'm going to do my subtraction. Next, I'm going to do my exponents. So 2 cubed. Remember, that's 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. And last but not least, I'm going to do that subtraction. So when I evaluate 10 minus 4 times 2, all cubed, minus 3, I get 5. Looking at number 2. This time I have some absolute value. So my absolute value of -9. Remember, absolute value means the distance from 0, and basically what it does is it changes it to positive. So there's nothing to actually do on the inside. Now I'm going to evaluate that absolute value. So absolute value of -9 is 9 minus a -2. Remember, minus a negative becomes plus a positive, and so that's 11. So absolute value, first you're going to do inside your absolute value, and then evaluate it. So it'll be the first thing that you do. It falls under the parentheses. Let's do number 3 and 4. So number 3 looks complicated because we've got that fraction bar. But again, that's going to fall under parentheses. First I'm going to do everything in the numerator, everything in the denominator, and then a fraction is just a division problem. So then I'll do my division. So in the numerator, first I have this multiplication, 3 times -4. So I'm going to do 8 plus a -12, or I could have just done 8 minus 12. Finishing what's in the numerator, 8 plus a -12, signs are different, so I subtract and keep the sign of the larger. And then I've just got a division problem there. -4 divided by -2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Negative divided by negative is positive. So it looks complicated, but it really isn't. Last example that we're going to do together. This time I've got a square root. That's going to fall under my exponents. If I had anything to do underneath it, if I had addition, subtraction, multiplication, I would do everything underneath it first, and then I would evaluate my square root. All right, so here I've got my square root and my exponent. They fall into the same step, so I'm going to do them both in that first step. So I'm going to go 3 minus square root of 81, or that means what times itself gives you 81, so that's 9, divided by 5 cubed. So 5 cubed, again, remember, means 5 times 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. And then I have here a division problem, and it's a division problem that doesn't go evenly. So I'm just going to write it like that. And for right now, I'm just going to leave it like this because I don't want to go through subtracting with fractions. I should be able to do that subtraction, but for right now, I'm going to leave it, and we will talk about how to finish it later. Now the rest of the four square you're going to do on your own. So you're going to do 5 through 8 on the back on your own, following your order of operations. You're going to then check the answers with me and then continue on to the Math Excel assignment.